there we go. I'm near enough done. Not been too bad. I did start this off early. I thought I'd get out the house. First thing, start tackling these rows up. Now I do have to be honest, George is not going to like me for this, but I did row up again after he did it. Just because there was just a few bits lying around that I needed to sort out. So we'll keep that from him. We don't need to tell him that. I did appreciate the fact that he helped us out, but yeah, he's tidied it up. So I did that yesterday. I was out in the fields quite late. I did mow as well the other field, so the one closest to the yard. And then I've also, this morning, started up and I thought I'd dead it. And it's dried it out. I think we're just about right now. We're hoping to get a higher dry matter count on the bales we do. Just because of the fact that we're not going to have much storage area for these bales on our farm. I don't know how many we're going to get, but if we can just pack them, more dry matter content basically means more feed in that bale. So at least we've done that. The next step is pretty much to bale. Now the reason I kind of went out early and started this off is just because I know we need to go get the baler. I need to do a feed. And I thought if I can get everything ready just to start baling, it gives me time to do the wrapping as well. See how these bales come off. Hey up. Got a phone call. Who's this? Hey up, it's George. It's a bit early for George. Hey up, George. How's it going? It's a bit early for you, call me.
Well, I didn't know where you were. I thought you were still in bed moaning about how unwell you feel.
What are you on about? I haven't been moaning about it at all. Anyway, I am feeling a bit better, so thanks for asking.
It's about time. All you've done is complain.
Hey, what are you on about? I haven't complained. You had this before me anyway. I didn't see you for 2 days.
Well, I had it worse than you, that's why.
Worse? It's the same thing. I probably picked it up off you.
Well, I don't know about that. You probably give it me.
How does that work out? I had it after you.
Stop faffing about. What are you doing anyway? You haven't fed the cows.
I'm up at the field, George. I got up early this morning. Thought I'd make an early start on it. I've actually done quite a bit. I'm actually just right by the lake now, heading back.
Well, that's right, then. Have you done all the rowing and tedding?
Yeah, it's pretty much done. I've just got to probably grab the baler. I do want to get back and do a feed mix. And then, yeah, we'll start baling. See how many bales we get. It's a nice day today as well. Sun's out. It's just what you want for baling.
Oh, it's alright, isn't it? Well, I'm glad you're feeling better anyway. You best get back and sort these cows out. They look hungry to me.
I'll head back now. I'm on my way.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit, mate. George giving me grief for being unwell. It's only a cold, and I didn't even moan about it once. And he had it for 3 days, and for 2 of them, I never even saw him. Proper George, that is. Ah, well. I think that's his secret way of saying, are you feeling any better? That's his way of checking in. Anyway, let's get back. Let's go sort a feed mix out for the cows. And then, yeah, we'll pretty much need to speak to Keith and go and get this baler. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing these bales. It's one thing we definitely need. Because at the moment, feeding the cows just pretty much hay. There's no point in putting that feed mix in, that concentrate we got delivered, until we get some silage to mix with the hay. So, at the moment, it's pretty pointless. And I know George was moaning the other day about the quantity of milk we're getting. So fingers crossed, this plan we've got to improve the feed mixes will make a difference on that. I still haven't had any chance as well to start ploughing that other field. Let's hope I feel better soon so I can get back to full speed. No, they don't look that bad. They've got some feed anyway. I don't know what George is moaning about. Let's just have a quick look at this field as well. Nah, it looks alright, doesn't it? Spot on, that is. Grass looks probably about right for me. There's obviously not as much in this field as the other grass field, but then again, it's still enough and it adds to the total. Be intrigued to see how many bales we actually get. Anyway, let's go sort of feed out. Get the Merlot out, eh? I'm going to pick up some bales with this. I don't know how long we got this Merlot for, but I am hoping that we get to keep this. The turn on it, it just, well, it makes life a lot easier. I do like that load all. I ain't got nothing against it, and there's also nothing wrong with it. But if George gives us the option, I think the Merlot's the way to go. Anyway, let's get sorted. Just grab a bale or two and just top up the feed of the cows. Right, there we go. That'll tie him over for a bit. A couple of bales. You can see them munching away, happy. This Merlot, absolutely love this Merlot. It's instantly become such a favourite of mine. I think as soon as you drive it, you realise how much it's easier to turn this thing than the load-all. But like I mentioned, obviously the load-all, there's nothing wrong with it. So, well, let's just see what George has as a plan with this, because I'm not quite sure.
Hey, Scroft.
Hey up, George, you right?
What do you think of that Merlot?
Funny you should say that. I've just been talking about that.
What, to yourself?
Well, technically, yeah, but, you know, to the video.
What are you on about? Oh, you're recording your YouTube thing. Oh, God. Anyway, let's get back to real life.
Yeah, all right, and the Merlot, yes, absolutely love it. I've told you a few times, it's a massive upgrade. It really is, George. I understand that the load-alls, there's nothing wrong with it, so entirely down to you. But for me, yeah, it's worth having. It's definitely worth having on the farm. We can get in and out the yard a lot easier. Picking up out of there as well, if we're going to use that as a bit of storage for the concentrate, this thing makes easy work of it, whereas the load-all struggles a little bit round them corners.
I thought you'd say that.
Have you had a go yet?
No, not really. I was going to hop in and just try it out, but I've not really had the chance.
Well, just get in it one day and just pick up a bale. Drop it off in the feed or something.
Will do.
When's it going back anyway?
Next weekend.
Is it? Oh, well, I'll have to make a decision before then.
What I'm thinking of doing is asking if we can have it to the end of the month, and then gives us a bit longer to decide, just to see if there is any issues with it.
I think that'd be a good idea, George. Like you said, we can figure out if there's anything wrong with it. You won't give it a try. Ask your mate.
I will do. I'll let you know. You keep trying it out and let me know if you find anything.
I will, definitely.
Oh, I forgot to tell you as well. Next weekend, I'm going away.
Okay. So, do you want me to look after the farm then? Is that what you're saying?
If you can do, I'd appreciate that. I mean, it's what I pay you for.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. That's okay, that's fine. No problem. So next weekend you're not here and you want me to look after things. I can do that for you.
Nice one, Scroft.
What you doing? Where you going?
It's nothing to do with you.
What? I'm only asking a normal question. You say you're going away somewhere, someone's going to ask you what you're doing.
I don't care. It's got nothing to do with you.
All right, then, calm down. I won't ask again. What are you actually doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? All right, then, George. I'll leave you to it anyway. I'm going to go get that baler off Keith and I'll get to the baling.
Yep, see you later.
See you in a bit, mate. My God. What is he like? Right. I think we're going to take the Massey. We may as well. I've just realised how dirty the Massey is. I know we're going to be out in the field doing some baling, but I think before we head off, I think it only makes sense to give this a bit of a clean. We've got to look after this one. There we go. I can't believe George. I literally asked him where he's going. He's telling me he's going away for a weekend. He wants me to look after the place, which is not an issue. He is right, that's what he pays me for. As soon as I ask him, he's like, you're not even telling me what he's doing. He's got nothing to do with me. What is all the mystery of? God knows. Maybe he's doing the Great British Bake Off. It wouldn't surprise me. There we go. Oh, that's much better. It really does. So we'll go head up to Keith's and fingers crossed we understand what he says. It's all planned out anyway, so he does know we're coming. But that being said, it's still difficult to understand what he says. One day we'll understand him. I'm going to have to help him one day, aren't I? Clean up this area. It really does need a good tidying and sorting out. Anyway, let's get this baler all hooked up and get ready. Start it off in the field. It shouldn't take too long. It'll probably take most of the day to do that and the wrapping, but we've got the time. I did start early, sorted all the cows out. That's done. We should be good for time. So I think what I'll do is I'll hook up ready and then we'll go speak to him. Just to let him know. It makes more sense to do that. We'll turn that off, save on a bit of fuel. He has got a nice place around here, I have to say. Alright, Keith, everything alright? Yep, sound. Take that as you're alright then. That's good news. Right, I'm here to pick up the baler. We're about to start wrapping our grass out in the fields to make some silage. So I've just hooked up, if that's alright with you. I'm going to take it.
Yep. No problem.
Yeah, cheers for that. Appreciate it, Keith. Well, like I said, I'll bring it back when we're done, and yeah, thanks again.
Yep.
Right, see you in a bit, mate. See ya. Oh man. One day. There we go. Doesn't need a bit of a clean, but what I'll do is I'll clean it off after we've used it, because then at least we bring it back and it's cleaned off for Keith. I mean, it's nice of him to lend this to us. We'd be lost without it, we really would. I still think it'd be better if we had a bit of a bunker, just because storing bales can be a bit of a pain sometimes. Whereas you've got a bunker, you can kind of keep more silage on the farm and it doesn't take up as much space, but we haven't even got a place for a bunker yet. I did mention to George about maybe building one where we've just knocked down that shed and where I was camped out for a bit. He was, well, he wasn't against the idea, but he also wasn't up for doing it anytime soon, so maybe one day. I think it's actually the perfect day to be out in the fields. The sun is out, just what we want. We're at about 11:30 now, so time has gone by pretty quickly, but we have done a bit of faffing to get this baler and get here. So let's start off. Now there is a few rows down here that I couldn't tidy up, so we're going to probably start over here, I'd say, and then we can check the first bale that comes off. So first thing we want to do is just have a quick look at the baler. It seems alright. It's a bit dirty, but apart from that, it seems alright. So now that we're here, let's drop this down. You know what, I think this is the first bit of silage we've done on the farm. We did buy some bales off Tony when George and Tony weren't pretty much as much, let's say, at each other's throats, so I don't think that's going to happen now. We really do need to rely on ourselves to bring in some bales. There we go. It's picked up that pretty well. Let's spin her around. I haven't seen this guy out in the field yet harvesting. And also there's a field just over there on the other side of this grass field. It is actually Tony's and he's got some crop in it, so at some point we might see him out soon. Right, so this is the first bale, so let's have a look at this. We'll drop it out here, and then we'll have a quick check. Fingers crossed we are doing this right. Hey, look at that. Spot on. It's pretty decent. Happy days. Right, now I think the best thing to do is get the drone out. We'll get this all sorted and all baled up. And we'll try and wrap as much as possible before the end of the day. Should be able to do it. Or I might be going on into the evening at least. Blimey hell, I really did run right to the limit on that. That is very close, very close. Right, so let's get this and start fueling it up because we are on the verge of running out. But not too bad. We finished off all the baling in both fields and we got 41 bales. I think George is going to be happy with that. I'm hopeful anyway. I'm pretty happy with it. 41 bales mixed with the hay bales we've got and the concentrate feed, which we can always get some more delivered of that. I think it should tie us over. I'm hoping so. We haven't got too many cows, but we are expecting a few more as well. So, yeah, fingers crossed that should tie us over. Well, it needs to anyway, so. Give this a clean, the Massey. Also give the baler a clean. It's already picked up quite a lot of dirt, this Massey has. And then we'll get switched over. Probably use the Leyland actually. And get the wrapper on that. And we'll go start wrapping the bales in the small field first. And I'm actually looking forward again to getting in the Merlot to pick up the bales. There we go, that's that done. I also think Keith will appreciate it as well if we clean it off, send it back. Got quite a bit of muck building up now. Gonna have to shift this soon, either on the fields or even just down to that pile. That reminds me, I need to ask George how much slurry's in the storage area. So we might need to start shifting that soon. Right, let's just pull it over here, give it a good clean. We might even clean the Leyland as well, because I do remember that that's pretty caked up. It's best to give everything a clean, and then I'll get hooked up to the wrapper and we'll start sorting that out. That looks much better. Much better. Right, so I've got the Leyland out in the field, and I'm now in the Merlin. We're going to just start grabbing some bales and wrapping them up. It shouldn't take too long, really. I mean, I am currently in about, what, 3 o'clock, so I'll be going into the evening to wrap them all, but I'll get them all done by the end of the day, that's a fact. I won't stop until it's all done. So let's just drop this here. It's gonna take a bit longer with it being a static bale. I'm gonna have to get out the Merlot into the Leyland. There we go. So we'll leave that to wrap. But yeah, 41 bales. We've got to wrap. 41 bales of feed. Nice. That's definitely going to keep George happy. I will let him know. But we'll just keep getting these wrapped. There we go. So that's the first one. First one done of many. Let's go pick up another one. Hey up. Who's ringing me now? Hey up, it's George. He's going to have to wait 2 seconds. Let me just grab this bale. There we go. Hey up, George. Everything alright, mate?
I'm alright, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad. I've just started wrapping.
Oh, what? Whereabouts are you?
I'm in the small field by the farm.
Oh, nice, nice. How many bales did we get?
We got 41, I think. Yeah, 41.
Oh, 41, that's not bad at all. Well, that's pretty good. I think that should last us out. What do you think?
Yeah, it should last us out, and the bales are pretty decent. They're wrapping quite well, so I'm hoping it'll last us out anyway, George. I'll tell you that. We'll be lost if it doesn't.
I know, well, 41 sounds like it's a good number. I think that should do us for the amount of cows you got, but maybe next year we're going to need a bit more.
Yeah, probably, mate, probably.
Anyway, I've just had a phone call off Keith,
Yeah?
and he wants you to do another job for him.
Okay. Oh, this bale won't stay, George. Just give me a second, mate.
What are you on about? Stop faffing about, get it done.
And I'm trying. This bale keeps rolling off.
Well, whose fault's that? It's your fault, you're the one driving.
Yeah, I know. Can you see me or something?
Yeah, I can see you. I'm watching you.
Oh, God. You're doing a lot to help me out, aren't you, at this moment in time?
You'll be alright, go on, drop it down.
Yeah, I am doing. Christ. Maybe you can come in the Merlin and give it a go. It's just rolling off.
I'm alright for that, mate. You look like you're having fun there.
I am. I'm having fun, mate. I'm having fun. Anyway, I've pulled over now. What were you saying about Keith?
Right, well, basically, he's rang me up and asked if you can do him a job next week.
Alright, and what is it?
Well, he's got a pile of muck, and he wants you to shift it for him.
Alright, and I can do that. Yeah, that sounds simple enough.
No, he ain't got a muck spreader.
Okay. What are we going to do then? Use ours?
No, what he suggested is he's going to lease one out. And then you'll have to pick it up, use it, take it back.
Alright, and so... I guess we'll use our Massey then, eh?
I think it's probably best. And if you're clever about it, you might be able to use it for our muck.
I can try, George. It just depends how long we have it for, and the priority's got to be shift the muck that Keith's got.
I know, but Keith won't mind if you get his job done quick enough. He won't mind.
All right, and I'll keep that in mind then, George, and I'll try. Is this next week is in when you're away?
Well, you can do it any time next week, really. You can do it when I'm away if you want.
I might do. I'll speak to Keith, even though I won't understand a word he says. But I'll speak to him next week and I'll see when he wants to do it for. I guess it depends when he can lease it out as well.
Oh, we can lease it out whenever. I don't know if you've seen, but the dealership have 2 ready to go whenever you need them.
I've probably seen him, I just can't think of them.
Well, they're there anyway. You want to open your eyes a bit more.
I will do now you've said that. I'll make sure I notice. Anyway, I'll do that, that's no problem. But I need to get on with this. I don't want to be out all evening doing this. I want to get in at some point.
Alright, and I'll leave you to it, and I'll tell Keith you're up for it then.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Right, I'll crack on, and yeah, I'll get this done, don't you worry, before the end of the day. I've wrapped 2 out of 41, and the third one, well, it's a bit too round. Keeps rolling off.
I can see. Anyway, keep doing it. It's amusing me.
Yeah, right, and yeah, that's it. You help me out the best you can, eh? Right, see you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
What is he like? He's finding it amusing, and I'm struggling over here with this. Look me now. I've got an idea. Right, he won't like this, but if it works, it'll make me happy. I'm going to put it on its side. Might not like it when it's wrapping it. Hey, now there you go. See, I should have done that the first time. He ain't even there now. See it? It's about right. Anyway. I'll start this one up and then get the third wrapped off. Plenty more to go through. Plenty more. Right, there we go. That's 7 bales wrapped from this field. So now we're going to head up with the Merlot up to the bigger field where most of the bales are. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. We could bring them back first on the trailer and then wrap them. But I need to check with George where he wants to put them because I don't even know where we're going to shift these and there's going to be space for them. That's a good question. I'm sure he'll come up with some plan. But let's head out to the field and we'll ring George on our way.
Hello?
Hey up, George. I'm just heading out to the big field. I've done the 7 from the small field we got. But what I'm thinking is, what's the best way to do this? Do you want me to bring them back on the trailer, then wrap them back at the farm? Or do you want me to wrap them out on the field?
Well, I don't know. Why are you asking me?
Well, because where are we storing them?
41 bales. I don't know. I didn't think about that.
No, me neither. I'm just thinking it might be easier now just to wrap them out in the field till they're fermented and then bring them back when we figured out where we're going to put them.
Yeah, do that then. It's a good question, that is. 41 bales, I don't know where we're going to store them. I'll figure it out. I'll let you know. You just wrap them in the field, leave them out there, and then, yeah, when I've figured out where they're going to go, I'll let you know.
Alright then, George. Right, I best get on anyway.
No worries. See you in a bit.
See you, mate. So yeah, he's got the same thinking as me, which is, where the hell are we going to put 41 bales? We'll find somewhere. It's definitely not going to fit in the shed though, that's a fact. Right, I think it's about that time that I'm going to have my lunch now. I brought it with me in a flask, so it makes sense just to sit down here and chill out. I've been at it, feels like all day, but we are making good progress. And I think this is the perfect spot just to take a quick break and then carry on. I do need to go back down to the farm anyway and pick up the Leyland and the wrapper. So I'm going to have to walk down for that, unfortunately. But, you know, that's what it is. I don't mind. But yeah, let's take a seat and chill out. It's definitely been another productive day on the farm.